Okay, here we go. Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the moment, and this is probably one of the more impromptu in the moments that I've done. I was just over here early last week. I was over here, early last week, and I just wanted to, bring on PJ, who is going into their third year here at this property. But right from the get-go. I specifically wanted to come to Dartmouth, specifically wanted to have PJ from the Green Road Encampment, specifically on this show today, because this is my 400th video uploaded on YouTube. So it's a 16-year journey. But enough about me. That's not why we're here. PJ has been, you are like one of the original individuals.
Yes.
Okay. And before we started rolling here, PJ said that it's pretty much the same old thing, just different faces. So can you tell the audience what has changed in the 3 years that you've been here?
Well, there's still a lot of drama. There has been a few new faces. It seems like a lot of the new faces that comes in joins in with the drama.
Describe drama.
Well, there's a lot of drug use, as we all know. There's substance of all kinds up there. There's maybe about 2 to 3 different favorites up there. And the way some of the people react on their substance is not pleasant to the rest.
Rules. I know that I know years ago, well, months ago, there used to be security there. What is it like there for you, just on a personal safety level?
I just can't talk. I can't do whatever because of the fear of making somebody angry and my life being in danger.
So, proximity-wise, how close are other residents to your personal space?
They're about 5 to 10 feet. But the problem is they don't stay 5 to 10 feet away. They like to walk close to other people's environments.
Power has been installed. Power has been here for a few months. What are the pros and cons of having power?
The pro is you can have cleaner heat in the winter. It is just as dangerous, but it is cleaner.
What's the preferred method? Electric heat, yes?
Yes.
Much safer than propane, which you spent...
I don't know about how much safer. You can still catch fire with any kind of space heater.
True. Good point. Yes.
For the propane-wise, it could be a little bit safer because you don't have that big propane tank sitting there to blow up. That's the only thing that makes the electric safer. But...
What's the downside?
The downside with electricity is there's not enough wattage going through the outlets. People are jumping breakers and keep going around, plugging into others and unplugging each other and jumping every breaker until nobody's got power.
So power, good on one hand, but it really creates a lot of
Chaos.
Upon just another example of the chaos that happens inside this property. You've been here like one of the original residents.
Yeah.
The HRM, they're on record as saying that this encampment, along with the second to last one, the Barrington Street encampment, will be closed at the end of next year. What are your discussions with representatives from the city, representatives from the province, just in particular to your situation here?
What I keep saying, like every time they say we're going to close down, every time I hear that words, I'm like, where's everybody going to go? How are you going to close encampments down if people keep coming out? They need a place to put their tent. And if you close encampments down, they're going to be in the woods, and that could cause more issues than there would be having an encampment.
The numbers here, you say that there's always different faces, different energies. Have you seen an uptick in people here, and do you expect, as the weather gets nicer, that you will see an increase in people here?
I've seen a small uptake so far, but I am expecting a larger as the weather warms up.
Okay. I always like to mention people need to eat. I know a lot of people who are in the situation, any money, any government assistance that they're getting, a lot of that has to go to just feeding themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm always curious, has there been any type of meal train? Because we've seen that in the past. How are people eating
here? We don't
here?
have much of a meal train anymore. I've tried to keep it going in the past, but I've had a lot of grief from people, so I had to back down. But we do still get Salvation Army every Wednesday with hot soup and sandwiches. We get Souls Harbor comes in. They go to the schools after lunch, and there's lunch programs for the children. What's left from the programs they bring up to us every evening.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Mobility. Here we are on a big open property in Dartmouth. How often do you get to the Halifax side of the harbor, or is that of any importance for you to do that?
I do go over to Halifax side once in a while. I have appointments over there with William Gamache. But other than that, I don't really... Halifax is not really on my agenda to travel.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But for traveling in Dartmouth, I don't get out too much. I'm a lot of a homebody kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that no one has a crystal ball, and this was just a quick little visit. I just wanted to get out today. I can see that the buds are coming out on the trees.
Yes.
Like,
it looks
well,
great.
let's talk about that. How refreshing is it? I'm gonna produce a little piece here when I get home, a little narrative. Even though to individuals who are inside, when we see those double-digit temperatures, obviously it's refreshing. It is refreshing on your end as well, but it's different when you're unhoused.
Yeah.
So
It is
you're not out of the
refreshing.
woods yet.
The only problem is now we got to look forward to the heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's both ends of the spectrum. Dealing with the extreme cold in the winter, and then dealing with the heat. Because let's be real here. Whether you're in a camper, whether you are in a tent with a tarp over it, you are continuously exposed to the elements. There's just, I'm sure everyone who, if you've ever gone camping, getting up on that Saturday or a Sunday morning when the sun's already been out for 3 or 4 hours, the condition in that tent. It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. What do based on the last few summers that you've lived here, what do you anticipate, just with the rising cost of living, the numbers that are out there? We know there are more people out on the street, seniors out on the street. What are you anticipating on this property at the Green Road encampment in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia this summer?
Like I said, there is going to be a number of people. I'm hoping that the people that comes up will keep the areas clean, and when they leave, clean up behind them. That'll save all the mess that the city is having a hard time keeping caught up on. They do have the field cleaned up now. They did a great big expensive cleanup, and it would be nice to see it stay that way.
Well, that falls a little bit on the individuals who are occupying that space,
Yes.
right? But we all know that individuals out here, they're not all in the right.
No, they're
Keeping
not.
a tidy place is just not on the top of their priority list, right? So, okay, PJ, thank you for this really quick impromptu. We're actually standing. I'll show this at the end. We're standing in the shadows. We're in the parking lot here at McDonald's. So here, let me just pull this up here.
Standing under the arch.
We've been standing in the shadow of the Golden Arch here in Dartmouth. So, PJ, thank you. Stay safe. I know that there's probably going to be some things happen this summer, as far as, and PJ's mentioned it before, about maybe possible regulations and some rules that might be put in place. And when that happens, PJ can do it on their own social media, or they can let me know. But it'll be shown here, and then you'll see a snippet of it in the evening news and their narrative. So this is kind of like a behind the scenes. Okay.
Yeah.
PJ, thank you so much.
No problem.
Enjoy the rest of this beautiful double-digit Sunday afternoon here in Dartmouth, Halifax, wherever you are. My name is Matthew. This is PJ, and you are currently caught up in the moment.